Good.
She's really good.
I guess you're live. Is he live?
I get no countdown? I get
5, 4, 3.
Bam. Bam. Welcome to Johnny Custom Glock's, what is Frontside Press?
Thanks for knowing the name.
Well, you know, I mean, come on. This is my second time. I was at Publix last week. They got me out of the Express line, although they're doing all the self-serve
We
stuff.
tried to get the same guy from Publix.
Yeah, you can
and
try
he's
to,
like,
yeah, no love. You give me no love. I'm Gus
Let me
Molasses. You just love my name. Eventually, I'm going to be one of these shooters that Mike likes to teach that's a male. The only male that you like to teach. We're going to get into that in a second. I'm your guest host tonight. Thank you for having me back again, Michael.
You're welcome.
And Julie's got me on some meds, too, on some elderberry.
Yeah.
I'm taking it for the COVID stuff.
I can't get on.
And we got Mad Dog McGowan in the chair right here. And you're pretty calm today.
Well, I'm calm because I'm trying to figure that out. No,
But I got notes here.
Give it to Craig.
Craig.
Who do we
Come
have?
here, honey.
Who do we have in the audience, Mike? We have Craig in this chair. Who's
We got the
gentleman there?
wizard.
Jimmy.
The Wizard. We got your boy.
Awesome.
Awesome Austin. Is that
Susie.
Susie.
I had a nickname for her.
I can't.
And
come
Kathy.
On. You're
Kathy.
fine. Come on.
Well, you're good.
And they're
I
all
can't
shooters
figure out
with
how
you,
to
right?
get on
Yep.
Frontside
They all
Press
shoot.
on
You
that.
teach them.
All right, well, you can't stand there. Well, yes, you
Oh.
can. You're good there.
You're
good
fine.
there.
You're
You're
fine.
good.
You're fine.
You do what you want, guys. I won't be back. You know, I want you guys to like and share the show for a chance to win a military surplus case.
Yep, show him the case.
Is it?
No,
that's the F-bomb
It's
button.
on the side.
Where's the case?
There you go.
No one tells me anything.
You're doing a great job.
Is this like, what is this thing? This is like a James Bond thing.
Oh yeah, Pelican case.
They're doing the brand new James Bond too. He's going to be woke.
Very much.
It's going to be woke.
Oh my God, he's going to say, oh, that's so naughty.
All right. What else are we giving away tonight?
Oh yeah, can I mention it?
Yeah, well, it'd be nice.
You know,
so they
this, in my spare time, I write books, and I wrote these. Well, I wrote one book, but I'm giving two away tonight on our great president, Donald J. Trump, called "Get Trump." You either get Trump or you want to get Trump. It just took me 3 years, guys. I didn't write constantly. People go, "Did it take you 3 years?" I said, "Yeah, I went to the bathroom. I went out. I took vitamins. I had a couple beers. We went out for lunch once."
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was compelled to write it, as you are compelled to teach people to protect themselves,
Yep.
right? With our great Second Amendment. By the way, I've never shot a gun in my life
Ooh.
so I'm trying to like feign all the possibilities of being the best characteristics of your ideal student, which is I don't know anything.
Well, we're about to explain that, so.
That's perfect.
You have a line in here: a credit card and.
You can say it.
Can
You
I
can
say
say
penis?
it.
You can
Oh,
say
yeah.
penis.
Credit card and a penis does not make you an instructor. I thought it did. In some schools,
Yeah, you would think.
I think Yale, that's the only qualification.
There you go. Like,
So what does that line mean to you, Michael? I mean, let's dig in under that.
well, before we dig in, do the sponsors.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
well, if you really want me to.
I want you to.
Please.
Well, trust me, Mark does because.
Get your
yeah.
beverage of choice ready for the toast. That's coming up in a little bit. But I would like to thank our sponsors, JCG, because life is too short for a Glock trigger that sucks. Follow him on Instagram and YouTube. Pilgrim Ammunition. Can I say it like John Wayne?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pilgrim Ammunition. The
That's pretty
best
good.
self-defense ammo available. Travi Mack Foundation bring music to the children at the University of Maryland Children's Hospital. That's good. You got a place in my heart. SRQ Live Studios, Mars Vision. It's the best place in town. Military Cases Surplus. Tony up in Largo taking care of all your case needs.
That's
Is that
right.
the case over here?
Yep.
So we get the
That's
badass cases.
I'll tell you what, that is a badass case.
It is a badass case.
I like a case like this.
I'll get you
know?
a case.
I would like. You've always on my case. So, Skies in Chaos for awesome music. What is that? Skies in Chaos.
They let us use the theme song.
Oh, is that cool?
Black Widow, yep.
By the way, Carrie, who's doing yeoman's work in Mark's absence, and I know he's feeling better. I wasn't supposed to say anything. He's feeling good, so I had to say it anyway. But she's doing great work here, and
She's a rock star.
She did your opening.
She
She's
does.
awesome.
She's done my opening. She did the Women with Weapons video, we're probably going to watch in a minute. Right? She did my rifle class,
She's
my
awesome.
AR class. She did.
She is.
Right? She's working on the.
She's a gunfighter.
What's that?
She's a gunfighter.
She is a gunfighter of editing.
No, but what I'm saying, she's a gunfighter. Am I close to like she can handle like chaos?
Well, she can handle chaos. Yeah. She works
You're
here.
a high-speed motherfucker.
You hear that? That's right. Play that again.
Because you're a high-speed motherfucker.
She's a high speed. That's right.
She's high speed. Yeah, okay. But this,
I ain't paying $1 for that. Just
back to this quote though: a credit card and a penis does not make you an instructor.
Sexy.
We got like feedback coming in over the airwaves.
we get.
You guys are wild.
Watson, come over here and turn that up.
You guys
a
are a
bit.
wild show, man.
Just a little bit. I want to hear it because she's right on. She's right
It's
on.
like
point.
being at a comedy club and having a heckler in the front row. Only
You got
it's
the
behind you.
bartender. No, come right through here. You can get right through here.
Make yourself at home, Austin. Just whatever, pull up a chair.
You know which one. You know more about it than I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry about dead air. We're good.
Don't turn the guy's
There we
cable
go,
off
we're
in the
good.
next
That should be
building.
good.
You just some guy's going, what the hell happened?
What the hell? The volume go. Hey.
I almost did a voice there. I'd have been canceled.
Oh.
So we said a credit
what
card.
happened.
What does that mean?
It's like this. All right.
It's like you're serious now.
Well, you got to understand that I have to deal with this daily. You know what I mean?
What
See-
is it? Is the machismo of the man?
Yeah. It's like this. I've screwed up a lot of things in my life. You know what I mean? So I'm not willing to do something that I don't know how to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm definitely not willing to teach somebody something I don't know how to do myself. So if you're on, like what happened today, a guy's on a range, he's showing his buddy how to shoot. 2 seconds later, he splits the top of his thumb open because he doesn't know how to hold the gun. Then he bleeds all over the friggin' range.
And why am I laughing at that?
Because it's funny.
I might be. That's like the banana peel for like gun
It
enthusiasts.
Because they're
It
jackasses.
is. Like, this is what I said. Like, let me give you an example of what happened one day so you can understand what guys are like. All right?
Yeah.
So, you got the I've had guns all my life guy.
I've had guns all my life, guy that know it all.
Right? They know everything. They've had, they got a credit card and a penis, and they've had a gun, and that makes them an instructor.
Not in that order, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It came, hopefully not that, but whatever. So here's what happened. You got the I've had guns all my life guy. So he comes out, so I'm behind the counter one night and I'm watching, and here he comes. So he comes out, he's like this, he's doing the signal move, right? Because what they're doing is they're shooting with the thumb behind the gun like that, and when you press the trigger, the friggin' slide comes back, slices the top of your thumb off.
Oh,
Right?
you didn't know that, huh?
I didn't know that. I
No, no,
thought-
no, no,
I thought it was
no,
like
no,
a
no.
Christmas story. You'll shoot your eye out. This is serious.
No, right? So let me explain to you how they are. So what happens is he comes out, it got me. So it's the gun's fault. It's not his fault. The gun got him. It bit him. Bad gun. No bite. Bad gun. Right? So he gets a Band-Aid. Walks his sorry ass back out on the range. Not even 5 minutes later, here he comes again. He has now ripped the Band-Aid
Oh, jeez.
off the top of his tongue. He's like, ho, ho! Like that, right? And I'm just sitting there going like, you're freaking kidding me, right? He's so friggin' stupid, he did it twice. Right? So they give him another Band-Aid,
Can't be him.
and he goes back out. No, it's a gun, it bit him. It got him. He wasn't watching it, and it snuck up on him and bit him on his thumb. Right? So he goes, no, I'm not done. I'm not done.
I didn't even think you were done.
He goes back out. Not 5 minutes friggin' later, here he comes again. Right? So I go like this. I go, Band-Aids are $60, but they come with a free lesson on how not to hurt yourself when you shoot. And he goes like this. He goes, oh, I'm good. And I look at him and go, obviously.
Wow.
So within 20 minutes,
Oh, my God.
he has sliced himself open 3 friggin' times. No, like seriously, anybody ever watch The Simpsons? Right? Anybody familiar with The Simpsons?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big
Anybody ever
show
see
one
the
day.
episode where what's the girl's name?
Lisa?
Lisa proves that a rat is smarter than Bart. Anybody ever see that one? It's the same freaking thing. What she's got an electrode in a cage, right, with some rat food on it, right?
Right.
And the rat comes out and he goes to bite it. And it's like, and the rat's like, ah! and he runs away. Right, then she hangs a friggin' Twinkie on an electrode, and Bart comes up and he grabs it like, "Eek, eek, eek." It's the same friggin' thing. He's out there slicing his friggin' thumb open. Right, I've had guns on my, I'm good. Oh, obviously you are, jackass. You know what I mean?
I'm just hosting your show. You don't have to be mean to me.
You're the one asking the questions. You're the one asking the questions.
Oh, you didn't mean me, Jack. You did the
No.
other one.
What are you?
Let me ask you. You brought that's very funny stuff, but it's not for the guy. He's a moron. But blaming guns. There's a theme here.
Yeah.
When something bad happens with a gun, they blame, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
bl-
it's not the same people.
No, but they blame.
Right.
They
It's the
blame-
gun's fault. Like, when they shoot and they suck, they're like, oh, my sights are off. Like, there was a thing for a while that this is what Jackass was saying. These are all 1911 guys, right? They're all like, why don't you shoot a Glock? Because they all shoot to the left.
What's 1911 for?
That's a quintessential 45. Like, if
Okay.
you ever want to feel what a trigger really feels like,
Okay.
1911 triggers.
Is that you got a ooh out of that? That's like a Merv Griffin.
What is yours? A gold cup match.
So is
The
that
gun
like-
comes with a friggin' crown on it.
Is that sexy? Is that like a cool?
1911 is the quintessential, like whenever you see the World War II movies,
Right.
the handguns they're using,
Right.
those are 1911s.
Oh, okay.
They've been around. They were invented in 1907.
And that's a great weapon.
It's,
It's a museum piece.
yes, no,
Legacy piece.
like, here comes all the hate mail. All right? They're
Don't be
great.
haters.
It's like this. They're great, but they're not the self-defense weapons of today.
Of today, right?
All right.
Because technology and
Right.
evolution.
Well, Julie's got one that they modernized and made the magazine like this friggin' big, and it holds like, what do your mags hold? Like 72 rounds?
Yes.
You know, something like that. But
You know, we were somewhere the other day. I won't tell people where. We were out and we're talking about gun safety.
Yeah.
And I was picking your brain and
clip ready. You want her to play it?
well, 1 second. Yep.
and you said you had a couple pointers that you wanted me to have. Okay, because I'm going to take gun
Yep.
lessons with you in the fall.
Yep.
Right around
It's
Thanksgiving.
fall right now, just to let you know.
Thanksgiving. Right around Thanksgiving. Get
Yep.
ready for the turkey shoot.
He's gonna work up to it.
I know. I mean, I'm ready, man. I want to shoot, but I know nothing.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I
actually.
know nothing.
It's a good thing.
Remember Hogan's Heroes?
Yep.
So you gave me
Sergeant Schultz.
a couple
Yeah.
lessons. You gave me pointers. Not is it lessons or pointers?
No, I gave you pointers
Okay. Which were
about safety. We talked about safety, right?
pointing the gun.
Keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. You got to figure out what a safe direction is first.
Yes. Not into the sidewalk.
What's the most important rule I told you about safety? Do you remember?
Yeah. Keep your finger off the.
Keep your
trigger.
booger hook off the bang button. The gun won't fire.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Booger hook off the
Bang button. And the gun won't fire. All right, so hold on. She wants to play the video.
A colorful show. We want to go to a video. What's the video, Mike?
The boss wants to show you what this is what gun guys are like.
All right, gun guys. This is what they're.
This is
really
the guy right here, right?
like. The know-it-all.
Boy, I don't even know what.
What are we seeing?
Rita's watching. Cat's
Really?
watching.
Cat gave me a new
JB.
freaking shirt and it's awesome. Cat gave me this shirt and it's awesome.
Looks good.
Nice. Craig Ziegler
All right,
is.
so what are we doing?
She has the Lisa video up and a video of types of guys at the gun range.
No, play the Lisa video. All right, so this is exactly what guys do.
This is what guys do.
I
Yeah, right.
propose to determine the answer to the question, is my brother dumber than a hamster? Hey, ladies, look what I can do.
I got the clip.
Remarkable. Stupid bugs. Hey, a cupcake.
Oh, they bit me.
Hamster 1, Bart 0. Experiment 2. The food is connected to a mild electrical current. The hamster has learned a valuable lesson. Beware the hand of man. Wise guy, eh? Ow!
No, I'm good. That's it. I mean, That's exactly what they're like.
He must have been. He was like with his trying to show off, right? It's the ego.
No, he just doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
You can't tell him. You can't tell these people.
Can't tell
anything.
these guys anything.
They know everything. Like,
and-
here's what happened. Like, what's the other one? Guy comes out. I see him coming. I'm like, what's the problem? Right? He goes, just as he goes. It's better if you come out and see it. And I'm just like, so I go out there. He's got a gun sitting on the counter, right? It's pointed down range. And I'm looking at it. It's an XD, and I notice that the trigger's been pressed, right? Because the striker indicator is not cocked. The cocked indicator, whatever Springfield calls it, friggin' thing, right? So I'm looking at it, and I look at him, and he goes, will that fire? And I'm like, is it loaded? He's like, yeah. Right, so I pick it up. I take the mag out, and I clear it. And when I pull the slide back, what doesn't fall out? Austin, what doesn't fall out? Ammo. Because there's nothing in it, because he didn't load it. Right? But yet, him and his buddy have $5,000 worth of guns in cases on the back counter. But they don't know how to load the gun. They don't know that putting the mag in the gun does not load the gun, and you actually have to pull the slide back. So I can only imagine the two of them, like, because there's two of them, standing there, and the guy picks it up, and he goes like this. He presses the trigger, and he probably flinches, right? And it doesn't fire. So then he doesn't know what to do. So he looks at his buddy, and his buddy probably goes, and he puts it down, and he's like, and then he comes out and gets me. So I look at him, and I go, I just let you know that we do lessons here if you want to know how to use these. And the guy looks at me like I'm a dickhead, right? He goes like this. He goes, oh, I'm good, which sets me off. That's what they say.
I'm good.
They teach him that. They teach him, I'm good. It's not loaded.
Yeah.
I've had guns all my life.
Yeah.
They say the same stupid freaking things, right? So then I look at him because now I'm pissed. I'm like, let me help you out with something, pal. I go, when you guys hurt yourself with these, because you're going to, I just want you to know it's going to give you something that Tylenol won't cure. And they were like,
You're a funny guy. Remember the Goodfellas? You're a funny guy.
funny guy? How do you mean funny? What do you mean funny?
Let me ask
Like
you.
funny, ha-ha?
Funny like a clown. Women, though, are different. How are women different in this scenario?
Well, you have two types of women.
That's it? Really?
Yep, two types. You have the, I'm married to the, I've had guns all my life guy, so I know everything too.
Do you have some of those people?
Oh my God. I'll give you a story in 1 second. Right? Then you have like them. Right? They're just like, tell me what I need to know. Is this wrong? Yes. Okay. How do I fix it? Not, oh, I'm good. Right? Women are much so
These
much
are
better.
gunfighters,
Like,
though. These are gunfighters.
can we play the women with weapons clip?
Savages.
Oh, you guys are savages. That's right. That's your.
The good one with, not the beeping one. The uncensored, because, Do it. This is like, have you seen this yet?
No, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
This is so badass. We started Veritas Training Academy because I hate men. I get sick and tired of men telling women stupid crap about guns. So this will be a Mad Dog Mike McGowan class. We started Veritas just to run one class. This class. All right, here we go. All right, load 1 10-round magazine. 1 10-round magazine. Shooters ready. Up! Hey, that's how you fucking shoot.
Thank you.
That's how you fucking shoot.
Thank you.
You took 15 fucking seconds off your time. You took 150% off your time. So bad at. Boom! Shotguns will have no fucking mercy on your soul. Does anybody understand that? If you do not pull that gun back into your body, it will punish you. Wow. Right. All right, listen up. This is called rolling thunder. Go, come it, come it. Go, do it. Go. So fucking good. You are a great group of women to train, and I mean that. The attitude that was out on the range today was just fantastic. It really was. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call you up, get your certificate, get your fucking shirts. What does BAB mean? Wear your shirts proudly. You have all earned them. But now you are Apex, and we win. Apex is my war against men with fucking guns. You will be trained to be better than them, to know more than them, and you will carry yourself as if so. And everybody will know who you are when you wear your fucking BAB shirt. Thank you guys very much. Great job tonight. I'm gonna go pass out. Good as that.
Yeah. All of those women made it into the Apex group.
Your pride, though, for these ladies, I mean, it shows.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not faking this. You really believe, you love this.
Yeah.
But you talked about the gun pulling back on the shotgun.
Yeah.
What was that? Explain that to a novice like me. I'm going to pretend that
Right. Shotguns are awesome, and we love shotguns.
Right.
Because they're violent. See how well I'm behaving? Mm-hmm. Right? They're violent. They shoot violent, they act violent,
Right.
they do violent things to people that you hit with them. They're violent, right? Do you know what a 6-inch punch is? So if I put my fist on Julie like that and I punch her as hard as I can from here, all she does is she goes like this, right? But if I pull it back and then I punch her, she gets a big bruise,
Yep.
right? So with the shotgun, what happens is people, they try to get away from it when they press the trigger. And when they do, instead of going, boom, it goes, right? And that's what hurts you. You trying to get away from it, bang, and
So that's another tip, another pointer.
You gotta roll around it, because everything we do is squared up, right? So you get in here, you roll around it, you pull it back into your body. So when you shoot, you rock with it, all right? You try to keep it as flat as possible, but if you let it come off your body, it slams into your body, right? And it will have no mercy.
I wanted to ask you about, because you're pro-women, obviously have you been acknowledged by any pro-women groups out there,
I don't think I'm really acceptable.
Well, Mike, I like you.
Thanks, I appreciate that, guys. You know how much I love you, brother.
You're a funny guy.
Your women love you.
Right? But it's
And
like,
women love you.
Absolutely.
it's like this. I've been...
But you know what I'm saying with that? Like groups like, whether it's the...
I've helped women organizations,
Right.
but they don't like how I help.
Because you're not politically correct.
Because I'm not warm and fuzzy.
You can be.
No, I'm a great guy. You know what I mean?
Like, one out of every...
No, he will kick our ass if we do something stupid.
But tough love. You're a tough love guy.
Yeah, it's not my love. It's not my love. It's not my job to go, it's okay.
Aww.
You'll do better next time. Like, that's not the way.
What
He's
is-
usually laughing. You're like,
No, what is your job?
Why do I
though?
sign up for that lesson?
Michael, what is your job, though?
Like,
At
hey,
the
you got to understand it. This
at
is what
the
happens,
end of the
right?
day.
Like, oh, do we have to do push-ups for screwing around during a lesson? Did we learn a lesson by doing that? Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday. All right? So it's like this. You got to understand what, like, I'm not saying like I'm an emergency room doctor or something like that, but what happens is at a point in time, like almost daily, I would have a woman sitting across the table crying to me because of what violent things have been and evil things have happened to her.
Right.
So I just stopped asking, why are you here? Because it's like I've heard some horrible, horrible stuff. So she doesn't want me to brush her hair. You know what I mean? She wants me to fix her soul. You know what I mean? Like I've had women that I had one friend Okay, she told me that it took her like 2 hours to enter her house. Right, she was because of the traumatic crap that happened to her.
So traumatized by what had happened to her.
Right,
life.
and it's like, and I taught her how to use a shotgun. She's like, oh, actually fine. I had another lady, and this is how friggin' sick and horrible the friggin' world is, right? This lady's husband dies, right? And 2 guys break into her house the night of the funeral.
Oh my God. You got to be some kind of low life.
You know what I'm saying? They got stuck coming in. She called the cops. They ended up leaving, right? And now she's paranoid. So honestly, I came into a lesson. I sat down, and there was a whole family. There was like 9 of them, right? They're all standing and sitting right in front of me, and I'm just like, all right, what are we doing today? And they all start screaming, she needs a gun, she needs a gun. Like, I'm just like, whoa, wait a second.
They're on 11 already.
Right, I mean, it's just like, and I'm like, what happened? And she explains it to me. She goes, I don't want to go home, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. She goes, what do you think? I go, well, maybe we should start with a shotgun. Right, so I got her on a shotgun. She got her own shotgun. She friggin' loved it. She started doing stress fire drills with it. So when you start doing stress fire drills, what happens is you understand that what you're actually capable of. Right, because shooting on a range doesn't really.
It doesn't mean anything?
It
means something, but not everything.
But until you do it under stress.
Under stress.
Right, then you don't really.
Savage conditions.
Right, it's not even savage. Like, putting people under stress, like, they get the idea a lot faster, right? And they feel a lot more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Right, because they understand, like, first of all, they're going to screw up.
It's like a real game versus a practice game.
Right. They're going to screw up, right? And they're going to fix it.
Right.
And when they fix it, they feel good.
Right.
Or if they just friggin' rock it, they feel great. You know what I mean? So what happened is we started doing stuff like that. And then what happened is she'd been training for about 6 months. And at this time, she has 3 guns. And she's an animal, right? like honestly, like what happened, she had a friend fly in from Colorado.
Yeah.
Right? So what happened, she goes, I want to bring him to the lesson. I'm like, I don't know, Colorado, And she's like, So what happens is we're going to go to the range. So what happens is they walk out. I'm getting my eye and ear on, right? And he comes back in, he closes the door. And I go, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I gotta beat him up so I can get out to the range, you know what I mean? He's like, I gotta talk to you about something. I'm like, what? Right, he goes, well, let me tell you what happened last night. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm a dick doc or something, like you couldn't go, and then he goes, but I didn't go. And I'm thinking, what the hell is he telling me about? Right, he goes, because I knew she's out there hunting. So I just stayed in bed. And I looked at him, I said, good choice. What's the problem? Right, because she went from, I don't want to go home, to, if they friggin' come back.
Yeah, she's looking for him now.
You know what I mean? So it's a big difference, you know what I mean? So it's I'm not there to rub your back and tell you everything's going to be okay.
Take me to Julie's first day if I can.
Oh, let's talk about Julie.
No, because she's turned into where she is now. She's a savage, right? Can I say that?
Oh, Julie. Yeah, you need to put more words in front of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Julie's like
savage.
Julia's.
I owe you
There
a
you
buck.
go. Right.
So the first day, what was she like, and what was the goal? What was
it's not so much what she was like; it's why she was there.
Okay.
So what happened is, like, her husband, who passed away, right, was a mountain man. Like, he was a man's man.
John Wayne.
He was more like Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Like, he was a man's man. He's a guy that,
Grizzly.
like, I don't know if you ever heard me tell a story when I shot the turkey with birdshot.
I'd love to hear it. I haven't heard that.
Oh, that's over beers. That's a much better story.
And some wild.
He looked at me, he goes, what'd you
birdshot.
shoot this with? I'm like, 20 gauge. He goes, with what? I go, birdshot. He goes, you shot a turkey with birdshot? I'm like, a turkey's not a bird? He's like, no. I'm like, I'm all confused. I'm like, he goes, you're supposed to shoot it with turkey shot. I go, they have turkey shot? He goes, you work at a gun store. I'm like, not that type of store. All right? So what happened is, he was
You're a
shotgun.
funny guy.
He was shotgun, rifle, like that. But handgun, not so much. Just like most men, not so much.
Yeah.
So what she was doing is she was flinching, correct?
Yeah.
So to fix that, he duct taped the gun to her hand.
Oh my God.
And that's how I met her.
Yep.
She got pissed off and left.
Yeah.
Right? And then some guy told her
Oh, don't go there.
that you
there was
should
a
go
moan
to
in the
instructor school.
Because you taught me so well.
Yeah, he called up to tell me that you taught her. He goes, I'd like to tell you that you did a great job training her. and I would like to have told him about $5 worth of that bucket. What I felt about his opinion.
$5 worth of F-bombs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she calls me, hey, you know what he said to me? He said I should go to instructor school. I'm like, oh, I'm glad somebody said that.
Oh, he will never forget anything.
I've forgotten all about it. Water under the bridge. I just want you to know.
Oh, yeah.
I've forgotten all about it.
Hey, you know, I got something for you.
All about it, yeah.
I got something for you.
Who's got something? Who's got something for who?
But how good is she though? Really? She's
I don't
good.
know. She won half the friggin' matches in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
The women's division. And Maine.
You guys can applaud that. So you gotta be. You give this rough exterior.
No, I
but-
don't. I'm a big friggin' crybaby teddy bear.
He is a big teddy bear.
He is?
He is. But he
All
will
right.
kick your ass if you do something
No,
stupid.
I get it. I'm afraid of him. Why am I sitting way over here? That's why.
Because I'm sitting in this chair. You're not that far away.
So
That is a nice chair, though.
yeah, it is a good chair.
You know.
Good set, the whole thing.
You're in that chair so much that
I
the
didn't
cushion's
leave.
got your ass
I
marks
didn't
on
leave.
it.
I didn't leave today. Do we have another clip, or what else we want to talk about?
We've done that, right?
We've done that.
Um,
But what gets under your skin though about the male instructors? Like when you
Ziegler says your new nickname could be Cuddles.
That's him right there, so I don't know why he thinks so funny.
Cuddles.
I'd throw this glass at you if it didn't have so much makeup
Mad
on it.
Dog. We should vote on Cuddles or Mad Dog.
I already got the name tag and shirts that say Mad Dog, so we're gonna stick with
We're gonna
that.
stick with Mad
Why
Dog.
can't I see the...
But
I don't know. Ask Craig.
what
Craig,
is it about?
I can't see
Does
the
it still
comments.
get under your craw though? Male instructors.
Listen.
What is it about that?
It's
just that
it's
some
like
of them are doing
it's
it
not
wrong?
it's not male instructors.
Okay.
It's guys who think they know what they're talking about and don't,
right.
and then they're teaching people and they get hurt.
Yeah. And that the transference of that bothers you because you're going to put people's
Like-
lives in danger, right?
I'll give you a good one.
Is that what it is though? At the end of the
It's
day.
not so much. Yeah, like it's like they're not toys, right?
But if they're not taught right, you can hurt your thumb. That guy.
You
That's a
split it.
good-
When a guy bled, he bleeds all over the place. Like I come out, right, and I'm going to get something out of the microwave because Susie made me awesome lunch, right? And when I go out there, Peter's like, here. He gives me a paper towel. I'm like, he goes, spray that with some bleach. If you go to the bathroom, the guy just went in, he was bleeding all over the place.
Oh.
Like this is what happens, right? This is a great example. I'm walking by one day and it's some kid. So he's probably, excuse me. He's probably like 23 and he's shooting with what appears to be his mother, right? So what happened is she's like this, and I stop her. I said, "You need to stop shooting like that. You need to put your thumb, okay, up here, so that when the slide comes back, you won't slice it open."
Yeah.
Right. So here's what happens. I was walking off the range with a student, so I could talk to her, or him, or whoever the student was, right? Her. It was a her, in the viewing area. So we're sitting there, and I see the kid look at her and go, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Right?
Oh my.
Like that.
Bart Simpson.
Yep. So, right? So we go back out, and as I'm walking by, I'm like, you're going to hurt yourself. So we go out. Oh, no, wait a minute. No. What happened was, I said that. We walked off. As we were walking off, I heard him look and go, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And we walked in to the classroom because she was done. Right? So what it was is, I wrote her a slip, gave her the slip, and she walked out. Now, the time it took us to just fill out the form, like a little thing, right? One lesson, my initials, her initials, and what time the lesson was, and give it to her and say, okay, she walked out to go pay. By the time she walked out the door, they had already gone home. Do you know why? Because right after we walked off, she cut herself wide open, and they had to pay and leave.
Oh my.
I mean, it happened just like that.
Yeah.
We turned,
In shame.
she shot and hurt herself.
Oh my God.
Hey,
And that's why.
JB says, you are an ass-kicking teddy bear.
Ass kicking teddy bear. That's better than
Ass-kicking
Cuddles,
teddy bear.
right? Are there people that you know automatically you won't take? I mean, somebody comes in the office or a referral. I just referred you to somebody. She's a sweetheart of a gal. She's
No, I train anybody. I train self-defense.
right.
Like, this is what people don't understand. I don't train politics, all right? Because people have to go, you'll train Democrats? I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'll train anybody. I train good people, not bad people,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what they want. They want self-defense. My job is not, who did you vote for? My job is,
No,
right?
I wasn't saying so much that. It's just in the sense of
oh, if they're crazy, I won't train them.
no, attitude-wise.
Oh, no, I'll throw people out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but
yeah.
you will draw the line though somewhere in the journey. And how do you start this? You know what I would ask you? What is it? 1 lesson, 2 lessons, 10 lessons?
You're
Is
going
it-
to come, like what I want you to do. I want you to take the concealed weapons class first. All right?
Okay.
Because what you're going to hear is you're going to hear all my philosophy on everything.
Oh,
Right.
you hear it all in that one. Because
Right. That's what I want people to do. I don't want to take lessons first. People think they got to take a lesson first to get ready for the concealed weapons class. It's like,
No.
Why is everything in that one? Because the concealed weapons is
it's
the most
4 hours. It's a lecture.
and that's the latest. That's where your real
That's safety,
Right.
how the gun works,
Everything.
how to shoot, why, all the stuff about self-defense, how to choose the best gun for you.
Right.
All that stuff is all there, right? So we don't have to do it in a class. Because what you're going to do is you're going to come into class, we're going to go over safety, we're going to know how it
Yeah.
works, and then you go back to a concealed weapons class, and you got to sit through it again.
wow. And is there's study periods? How do you know when you've made a mark? When you get to a certain level and go to the next level? You
just, like, when I train you, you're just training up. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So there's different steps I take. Like, first of all, it's front sight press. Like, all you got to do is you don't got to do anything else. You got to hold the gun.
right.
You got to focus on the front sight. You got to press the trigger. All right, so I'm doing everything else for you. I'm making sure your grip's good. I'm making sure your stance is right. I'm making sure you don't point the gun in a bad direction. Stuff like that.
Right.
All I want you to do is just focus on the front sight, move the trigger, let the gun go off. See the front sight move as you shoot. Right, from there, then I'm going to teach you how to load the gun and how to reload it. Right? Then I'm going to teach you how to drive your sight, so punch out.
Right.
From here, then we go to holster, because all I'm doing is backing you back in the holster. Right? Then we get into moving, and we get the target coming at you, then we go outside.
Backing back in the holster. What does that mean in terms of gun lingo? Like
You
just
draw.
safety.
You draw,
Right.
and then the gun goes back into the holster. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching you this, so then all you have to learn is how to do this. And then once you get here, then you're driving the gun back out. So
How many lessons have you had? How many lessons?
How many years have I been
No, to
training
get
with
to the
you?
point where you were like,
she's been training with me for 12 years.
wow.
Yeah.
When did
13 years.
Are you ever
13.
comfortable? Is lackadaisical, being lackadaisical, is that like a sin? You can
You're
never be.
never laxative. No, never.
I don't know, Austin. Is it?
Oh.
No, you can get the word I'm looking for is cocky and taking for granted.
No.
You can't let your guard down. Is that a better way of
What are you talking about as far as what
in
goes?
terms of you can't
Like, the answer is going to be no.
No,
what
but
are
if
you
you're
talking
shooting a
about?
basketball, you miss a shot because you didn't practice.
Right.
But if you do something wrong with a gun, that's somebody's life.
Yep.
Forget the thumb. The thumb
Hurt,
is
bleed, die, combination of all three.
Yeah. So is that what you're looking for? The biggest thing you want to teach people is habits fundamentally, so that they never do certain things. Like you, I can imagine you ever leaving a loaded gun per se in a restroom. I won't go there, but it was done recently
No.
somewhere.
I have.
No, but it was
Like
done
10
by-
years ago I did.
I don't want to get into a political thing, but someone left it. It was a officer.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
So there's certain things you don't do, right? It's got to be habit forming.
Yeah, it's like this is what guys don't understand.
Is it guys or some women too, or
Yeah, I mean, it's people, but it's more guys.
Yeah.
All right? It's like this. These guys train all the time. You know what I mean?
right?
Susie took
When you say
has
guys, you
3
mean
lessons.
this whole group of folks in here.
Austin trains every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Jimmy drives me crazy. Craig, I want to choke.
Love you guys.
What are the
Here's the deal.
nicknames? What are the nicknames again?
Here's the deal.
Putty, Teddy Bear?
I have trained with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this room this week. And there's only 8 of you in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Is it something I said?
I don't know. The belt. I don't know. But it's like what a lot of guys think is going to the range
Yeah.
is self-defense training. It's not. It's target practice.
So what is self-defense training? It's real life situation. Like this looked pretty intense right here.
It's working techniques to use in real world situations, right? People always like, well, I want a real world situation. I go, you want me to shoot you? Because if that's not it, it's not real world.
Yeah.
Like you can put yourself like EJ. EJ Owens a freak. All right,
Yep.
The friend of ours. Like he is a extremely high level psychopath instructor.
Yeah.
Right? Because like he said, he's like, Mike, I want you to train with me. I'm like, all right. He goes, you're a skills guy. I'm like, yeah. He goes, you know, if you want to go to the next level, you got to come over to the dark side. He goes, well, you got to understand it. When you come over to the dark side, you never go back. So I really don't want you to come over, but I'm letting you know if you want to do this, we can do this. Right? Because he is just a friggin' psychopath, right?
Now, when you say the dark side,
if you go to one of his classes, right, he's got like burning flesh, like burning meat. He's got tubs of rotted meat. Like you're going down the hallway, you got stench. He's playing like the weird psycho, what they use in like the music they use in like Sear School. Like it's just like car crashes and babies screaming. Like it'll stop. Like his classes will give you nightmares. You know what I mean?
Where do I sign up?
Oh, I'll get you his website.
No,
right?
I mean, is it
I'll
like,
take a
is
trip
that
up
how
there to
cops,
see him.
Is that how cops are trained in real?
Oh.
They are not trained like EJ. EJ is.
No, this is like.
Yeah, but you got to understand. Like, what I'm trying to tell you is, even everything that EJ is doing,
Yeah,
as psychotic as it is,
yeah,
it's still not a real world situation
yeah.
because no one's shooting at you for real.
Right.
Because it's like this. They use simunitions, right? They use paintball. They use airsoft, stuff like that. Like, I will take most of that pain. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been shot point blank with a simunitions gun and have my skin split open. But I can tell you I've been hurt. You know, some stuff hurts,
Yeah.
right? But the pain versus victory.
Right.
You know what I mean? Victory's more, I'll take the pain for victory. You know what I mean?
For the win.
I've never been shot with a real gun. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's like, let me see, am I going to win? Yeah, you win, but let me shoot you in the chest. Be like, okay, I'm cool with that. I want to win. You know what I mean? Paintball, all the other stuff, I'll take that pain. You know what I mean? To win.
Right.
Like in a gunfight. Like I'll do stuff in a paintball gunfight that I won't do in a real gunfight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the paintball may cut me depending on what's going on, but I don't care. I'll take a welt over losing. I won't take a bullet over saying, well, I won. You know what I mean?
I want to ask you, because you've been doing this 12 years, has the
13.
13 has the
At least.
as the student or someone that's taking the classes changed? How have they changed? Personality-wise, the people that are coming out now in America 2020, where we're at right now, 2021.
How do they change?
So how have you noticed a change? Like you've been doing this since 2011, right? 2010.
I've been teaching adults since 1985.
Oh, so you see it. So give me that American folk, the guys out there, just not to make this a political discussion,
Yeah.
but people I think are more concerned. I mean, I'm looking at Roxy, who was just on my movie show, right? I do.
Yep.
She's a young gal. She's thinking, you know, I want to get a gun. I want to carry a gun. You see more of that.
I see a lot of that.
You see a lot of that.
A lot of that.
Is it
What happens is
because of concerned citizenry out there about protecting themselves?
yeah, because the world's a shitty place.
And it always kind of has been, but is it worse?
worse now.
It's worse now.
It's worse now.
definitely worse now.
You know why it's worse now? Like, and
Yeah, no, I'm not-
I'm
I'm
not
not-
going to set you off. Like, so
No.
keep
I'm
on a leash.
Don't worry.
All right, yeah.
All right?
I'm on a sedative.
It's
by
like
the way.
people do not feel protected. That's it. People don't feel protected. So now they're protecting themselves.
Right.
Like, and I can tell you this, like, I get a lot of people that come in, like, everybody thinks, like, I'm some sort of revolutionist or something like that. They're always like, so when's it going to start? And I'm like, what? And they're like, the revolution. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, oh, like, I know you know something. I'm like, what do you think I know? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, I'm ready. It's like, you're ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I want you to train me. I want to be more ready. I'm like, you're a freaking librarian. You know what I mean? But that's where it is now. It's not the same. It's different now. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, I know something's coming. I know something's coming. It's like, before, if you said something like, you know, we may have a civil war. You know, people are like, what are you, crazy? Like, why would that happen? Now people are like, well, I got to get ready for the Civil War. Like, what Civil War? Like, I know it's coming. You know, that's what it's like. It's like I get all kinds of people.
With
you know
that
what I
being
mean?
said, though, you do feel a rise in people wanting to protect themselves even more.
Yeah, there's like usually what goes up is the concealed weapons classes.
Okay.
Like, those aren't going up. The reason why they're not going up
The people that have.
is because they feel their concealed weapons license is safe in the state of Florida.
Right. There's a complacency because we have a governor here. And,
That's the way it is. Like,
Yeah.
they're not touching anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Texas,
But
the same thing.
But here's the deal: the world's a crappier place. So they understand that
yeah.
there's evil all over the place. So they're
Yeah.
coming, and I get a lot of this. I get a lot. Well, I just want it for my home. I'm like, you just want a gun to protect yourself in your home? And they're like, yes. I go, do you feel like you are more likely to be attacked inside your house than outside your house? And now I got them, and they always go, yes. And I always go, well, you should move. You know.
And you get a listing for real estate that way.
That's
That's
it.
a good gimmick.
You know what I mean? That's it. So it's just.
You should move.
Well, it's
You know,
like,
that's a great way of looking at it because the stats are going to be, it's going to be outside your house.
right.
Not in the garden, but I mean down the street
Like
somewhere.
it's different if you're talking about fires. Are you think you're more likely to have a home fire than you catch on fire in the park? Then it'd be like, yes, all right, you should have a fire extinguisher inside your house.
Yes.
You don't have to walk around with one,
Of course.
right? But you're more likely to get attacked outside your house than inside your house.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't do toast.
let's do
Oh,
the
well.
toast.
Oh yeah.
I'm
we
gonna
gotta-
pour this in there.
Thank you.
And guys, I'm doing the giveaway to whoever calls or you want to give it to.
Nice.
Do you want to?
No, it's like or share.
Like or share, whoever
So like
likes
or
it.
share, like or share, like or share. We're getting ready to draw. We're gonna
And,
do the toast first. Let's do the toast.
Do the toast.
Because
Yep.
you know,
Am I reading this?
Yes.
I ain't reading it.
What separates us from the animals, what separates us from the chaos is our ability to mourn people we've never met. If we learn nothing else from this tragedy, we'll learn that life is short and there's no time to hate. To all the heroes lost in the towers on 9/11, those who fell from illness, and those brave servicemen and women who have died in this cause, may they rest in peace. I'm going to toast that for you. God bless America. And
Yes.
God bless these souls.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
I never will. And thank our sponsors again, right?
Give it to them.
JCG, because life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. Follow him on
King
Instagram
sponsor.
and YouTube. Pilgrim Ammunition,
Woohoo.
the best self-defense ammo available. Travy Mac Foundation, bringing music to the children at the University of Maryland.
Great fun.
Children's Hospital. I want to be involved in that, give some proceeds away. SRQ Live Studios at Mars Vision Productions, Marky Palmer and the crew. Carrie, thank you. Military Cases Surplus. I can't lift this thing. I'm
Don't hurt
sorry.
yourself. Oh, freaking huge.
James Bond.
$350
James Bond.
case.
Tony up in Largo taking care of all of your case needs. Skies and Chaos for some awesome music. Michael, thank you for letting me guest host here tonight.
Gus, I love having you on the
I
show.
love
you
being
know that.
here. Thank you guys sitting out there. And soon I will be taking lessons with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I will be like a grasshopper.
I feel important that I get to pick the number. So what do we do? Number one book? Number
Yeah,
one book
Number
first?
one, yeah, do it.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be 61, 61, 61. Like a chair, get another chance at the book, at the case.
Book.
61,
This is the
61.
book. Okay.
All right, so we're going to do another one.
Yep.
And I have to say, Dennis Prager, the great Dennis Prager, Prager University is my blurb on the back. So that's Big League.
Ah, very
Or,
nice.
Nice.
or as the president would say, Big League. That's
Our
Big League.
president.
Our president, still our
Yes.
president.
Yes.
I miss him tremendously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who misses him out there? I'll give another book to somebody else.
Ooh, yeah.
God bless him.
First person that says, I miss him, comes up in the comments, gets another book.
Yeah, another book. I'll get it. to
50,
you.
50, 50,
50 cents watching tonight.
61, and 50. 50 got shot. What was it? 9 times? Right? That's what
Oh,
we did?
50 cents?
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, 50 cents.
50.
50 cent.
Yeah.
50 cent.
Yeah.
50 cent.
All right,
He
so
got
that's
shot
for
9
2
times.
books.
2 books.
2
All right,
books.
so that was 50
Now-
and 61.
Yep.
And another
Look at all
one
the lights
for
here. Look at all the
someone who
lights out
misses
there.
the first person that said Mrs. DJT.
There it is, first
another
person. Anybody say it yet?
I don't
Oh, right there. What's that say? Oh, we have to go back.
Yep. Back it up.
Susie England winning.
All right. Susie,
I
I
think.
got
We
got a
got to
book?
check that. We got to check that.
I got you.
Yeah, they're not on my
Oh,
thing.
there we go. We'll take that one.
They're not on my thing. I can't
I think
see
you're the
them.
first one.
So she got a book, right?
Yeah, I got another
Susie,
one for you.
Maria,
Okay. Susie.
Austin,
Oh!
Mary.
Why is that not on here? We got to figure that out.
I don't know. You'll figure that out. Oh, 66.
66
66.
is for
The case.
case.
Okay.
All right, I thought we could bullshit a little bit more.
High numbers tonight.
I'm not good at it.
So
You know, I don't pick the numbers. I'm not, you know.
Gary asked you for to clarify everything. Who won the books?
All right, so the first number was 61. That's for a book.
Yeah.
That's for Susie, right?
No, Susie's getting one because she's the first one that
Yeah.
says,
Okay.
I miss him.
All right.
She got to check that and make sure that's right.
All right.
All right, 50. All right, that's for the other book.
Yeah.
And then what was the last number?
66.
66.
case.
That's for the case.
Hey, for the ladies' deal,
Oh, yeah, we didn't even do the ladies deal, did
ladies
we?
deal. Just
Why don't you do the ladies
short
deal
one.
now? So there's a little women's corner right now
oh yeah,
while she's adding up the whole thing. She got counted
Yep.
to 66.
So I normally carry my handgun appendix, but I also carry knives. And one of the knives I like to carry is a necklace knife, and this is a really cool one. And it has a little grippy thing, and I can stab.
And what type of, do
slash.
you remember what type of blade that is?
No,
Did I send you that video?
I don't remember.
Well, this is what I learned today.
All right, there you go.
This is what I learned today. So these blades, all right, named after some British royal dude. Well, this is what I learned. Michael Janik, who's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So see how the blade is shaped?
Yeah.
See how it's this way,
Yep.
right? What happens is you have the radius of your arm. So when you're slashing, right? So say like we use this one. Mm-hmm. All right? So see how the blade curved that way?
Yeah.
Yep.
So as I slash the radius of my arm, so it's going to be cut, 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 cut. So pressure, 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 pressure. And then when I get here, there's no pressure. So at the end of it, there's no pressure up to the thing because the way the radius of the arm is, okay? With this style blade, right, it's because it's shaped like that and it goes straight out, it's pressure, 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 pressure all the way through.
Okay.
So it's a better slicing type of blade.
And stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby.
Stabby, 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 stabby.
Yep. The other thing I carry is a.
A knife this big?
No, I don't have. Well, I do have a switchblade, but it's not on me tonight. I have this
Stabby pen.
stabby pen. This is a tactical pen. I can actually, crap.
Now,
It'll-
what is the standard for one of those pens? You know do you know what one of the standards is?
I don't, but I know it'll go right through a human skull.
That's one of the standards. That's going to be able to penetrate a human skull.
Yep, and it will. And I can carry this on a plane.
Yep.
Not this, but I can carry this on a plane.
Yeah, you can carry this someplace, man.
It's a pen.
All right, so this says, as long as it doesn't say anything like Smith & Wesson or Uzi, it's fine. But if it says like Uzi on it, you can't do it.
Wow.
Yep, seriously, all right? So this one has like, they have window breakers on it that's really
Yeah.
sharp.
So these are other ways to protect yourself.
Yes.
Yep.
To provide protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
It's too bad some of the folks didn't have this on the planes on 9/11.
Yeah.
They stab the shit out of people with them.
Oh yeah.
Like, here's the deal.
To
Like,
fight back, you know what
we-
I'm saying? It's a shame.
one day you and I will go over what you can actually take on a plane legally
Yeah.
that you can use as a weapon. But
There's
this,
lots of good stuff.
You want to get up on that. You don't want to get on the point, obviously. You want
Right.
to hold on to it. And then you want to stab. And one of our, favorite sayings is you want to go to prison, prison sewing machine style,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So, like small knives, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you can use them for right. But pens you can take anywhere.
Yep.
Well, it
So-
was an honor to be here on this special show for 9/11 because we should never, as you said, Michael, never forget.
Never
Right.
forget.
And
Never.
Everybody forgot.
how do you remember that day when you? Where were you when you saw that?
I was at my house, and I remember standing in front of the TV, screaming at the TV as the second plane went into the building. And I can tell you this, out of all the stuff I've seen about that, I have never seen the video of the second plane going into the building. Like from the side where you actually see the plane go into the building. I've seen it from the other side where it hits and it blows out like that. But like even after all these years and everything like that, when I saw that plane go into the building, I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
But
was.
people forget. People have already forgot.
Yeah, it's horrible. I was teaching school, and I was on my break, and I left my classroom and went into the office, and one of the one of the teacher's aides said, "Julie, do you know what happened?" I said, "I have no idea." And she said, "Come here," and she showed me a video of what was going on. And I just broke down in tears. It's like,
Yeah, I went to New York 6 weeks after, and I'd made a short little movie. I had to be there. I had to,
Yep.
It's people have forgotten. That's sad.
yeah,
They've forgotten the Holocaust.
yep.
That's why you guys are doing important things to, keep it in people's minds, protect themselves.
Oh, don't worry. We start rocking the Patriot pulse. We'll.
But man, thank you it's an honor to be here with you
No,
guys, in honor of the American heroes out there, and thank you guys for being savages and listen to this guy. I want to listen to like in Kung Fu, the show Grasshopper. I listen to the teacher, and I'll probably get canceled for being politically incorrect by doing a voice.
Not on this show.
Yeah.
Hey, let's give it up for Gus for being in here.
Thank you guys.
Good guy.
Thank you guys. All
So
right.
All right, so we have winners.
Number 50 for the book.
Number 61 for the book. Jeffrey Young,
Jeffrey Young got a
a
book.
gun lawyer.
Nice.
The Gun Gonzo guy.
There it is. All right, number 2. Well, of
Sean
course, Sean
Hilton.
Hilton.
All right, cool.
Sean's just mad because he hasn't won anything in like 4 hours from us.
I know. He always wins.
And then the case. Oh crap! It's gonna cost us like $60 to mail it to
Oh,
him.
listen, the last one was $150. It was a gigantic thing. Okay, I'm good with this. Fernando.
The shipping, man. The shipping's always.
Fernando winning. Die hard. Fernando's here every night.
Nice. Yeah,
Hey,
he's always on.
Oh, you couldn't see who was on. That's why, right?
Yeah, I can't read the comments.
So we don't know if Pablo's on. Pablo's always on.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
Our
Good
rocket
following.
scientist.
Thank you guys for watching tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so
great.
take us out.
Take us out. We're gonna go.
That's
go to
you.
the break.
What's that?
Here says look at the TV.
Oh wait, what do we got here? Bullpup.
Aw.
And Maker's Mark.
With
There it
Maker's
is.
Mark.
You're a
Maker's Mark.
You're a teddy bear.
Do you see the liquor over there
I
to the
can-
left?
Mad Dog
See it?
Mike McGowan, the
I
teddy
get some of
bear.
them glasses. I look
bear.
good in those glasses.
You look good.
I look good in that AK Bullpup.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having me here.
No,
Thank you very
always, Gus.
much.
Thank you
Nice
very
to
much.
see you guys. And thank you
Great.
for the help tip.
Hey, what are you doing Saturday?